Hello, in this video, we're going to talk about the point slope form of a line. So we are particularly interested in answering this question. So let's say we know that the slope m of a line or the slope of a line is m and x naught y naught is on that line. So the question is, what is the equation of the line? So meaning, if you have a point xy on the line, how are these x and y related to each other? So let us give a figure of what's happening. Oops, I want a straight line. And let's say this is our point x naught, y naught. Okay, and the slope of that line is m. So let's get an arbitrary point on the line. And we want to know how are these x and y related. From our previous video, our video about the slope of the line is fixed. It doesn't change if you get 2 points on the line. So now we have 2 points on the line. So the slope m can be calculated as, let's say this is our x2, y2, this is x1, y1. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So the slope will be y minus y naught over x minus x naught. And you can multiply both sides by x minus x naught to get m times x minus x naught equal to y minus y naught. And by symmetry, you can write this one as y minus y naught equal to m times x minus x naught. And take a look. This x naught, m, and y naught are just constant. So this is the relationship between x and y for any point xy on the line. And we call this equation the point slope of the line. So this is the equation of the line with slope m and passes through x naught, y naught. So from this, we only need to realize one thing. To get the equation of a line, you only need to get 1 point on the line and the slope of the line. Okay, so let us answer some examples. So let us find the equation of the line that satisfies the following. So what is our point slope form? So let me just write the point slope form. I want another color. So the point slope form is, this is called the point slope form because you need the point and you need the slope of the line. Okay, is that understood? Okay, so let's do the first example. So solution for number 1. Okay, so the line passes through 2, -1 and has slope 2. So this 2, -1, this is x naught, y naught. That is our point, and m is -2. X naught, y naught. So we plug these values in here. So we get y minus -1 equal to m x minus x naught is 2. Or y plus 1 equal to -2 x minus 2. And this is an equation of the line. Because the equation of a line has many forms, and this is one of the forms. Okay? What's important is that we have an equation. Okay, so for number 2, okay, passes through the points 1, -1 and 2, -4. Can I erase this because I need space? I need space. Okay, so let me write 2, -1, and 2, 4. So we need the slope. We need the slope m and a point on the line. So we don't have a problem for the point on the line because you have two, we just pick one. For the slope, let's say this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or 4 minus -1 over 2, oops, maling kopya. It should be, okay, again. So it's 1, -1, 1, -1, okay? 2, 4. So again, we call this one x1, y1, x2, y2, and this is the formula for the slope. Okay, so y2 minus y1 is 4 minus -1. x2 is 2 minus x1 is this. Okay, which is 4 minus -1, 5 over 1, which is 5. So the slope of the line is 5. So let me, okay, so the slope is 5. And we pick a point regardless of this point or this point. Let's pick the first one. Let's say this is x naught, y naught. So the point slope form is, or an equation of the line is y minus y naught equal to m times x minus x naught, or y plus 1 equal to 5 times x minus 1. Because minus negative means plus. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so let's do number 3. Let me just erase this because I need space. Okay, number 3. So, let us give an equation of the line which is horizontal and has a y-intercept of 4. So, according to our previous video, a horizontal line has slope 0. So, we already have the slope. So, the only problem here is what is our point? X naught, y naught. Now, what do we mean by y-intercept? So, the y-intercept is the point of intersection of the graph and the y-axis. So, if we are going to draw our line, let's say this is the xy axis. So, your horizontal line will intersect the y-axis at 4. So, this is, where is 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. I need space. Okay. Let's make it longer. Let's say this is the y-axis and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. So, meaning your horizontal line passes through the y-axis at y equal to 4. So, your horizontal line, which I will draw in blue, looks like this. So, we have this point. So, this point has coordinates what? It's on the y-axis, so meaning the x-coordinate is 0 and the y-coordinate is 4. So, this will serve our x naught, y naught, a point on the line. So, an equation is y minus y naught equal to the slope times x minus x naught, or y minus 4 equal to 0. Or you can write it as y equal to 4. So any of those two answers are acceptable or are correct. And let's do the last example. So number 4. So let me just erase this because I need space again. I always say that in class. I need space. Okay. So your line has x-intercept of 4 and a y-intercept of 5. So what do we mean by an x-intercept of 4? It means the graph intersects the x-axis at x equal to 4. If the y-intercept is negative 5, the graph intersects the y-axis at y equal to negative 5. So let us draw our line for visualization purposes. The x-intercept is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So your line passes through this point. So that is 4. And y is negative 5. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. 0. Oops. So that is negative 5. And this is our line. So we need to compute for the equation of that line. So we need a point and the slope of the line. So let us compute for the slope first. To compute for the slope, you need 2 points on the line. So these are 2 points on the line. So the x-intercept 4 means it's the point 4, 0 because all the points on the x-axis has y coordinate 0. While the y-intercept negative 5, that is the point 0, negative 5 because the points on the y-axis has x coordinate 0. And from here, we can calculate the slope. So let's compute for the slope. Okay, by the way, what's the slope that we are expecting? Is it 0, positive, negative, or undefined? Okay, so your slope or your line looks like this, something pointing to the right or upward. So the slope that we are expecting is positive. Okay, so let us call this one x2, y2, x1, y1. Okay? So y2 minus y1, the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the slope is 0 minus negative 5 over x2 is 4, x1 is 0. So the slope is 5/4. Yay! This one is almost done. So remember that our slope is 5/4. Okay. So let me erase that. And what is your x naught, y naught? Just pick one. Let's say this one is our x naught, y naught. So x naught, y naught. And let us substitute these values in this equation. So we get y minus y naught is 0 equal to 5/4 x minus our x naught is 4. Or y equal to 5 over 4x minus 4. Okay. Okay, let us distribute what happens. Or we have another form, y equal to 5/4 x minus, if we distribute minus 5. Okay, so this is the answer. What happens if we pick this one as our x naught, y naught? We should get the same line. So let us verify that we will obtain the same equation. That we will obtain this. Okay? So the slope is 5/4. So we get y minus y naught minus negative 5 equal to 5 fourths x minus 0. So we get y plus 5 equal to 5 fourths x. And hey, if you solve y here, bring that positive 5 to the right, it becomes negative 5. You get 5 fourths x minus 5. You still get the same equation. So no matter what you do or no matter what point you choose, you still get the same equation. And that ends our video lecture for today. I hope you learned something and see you on our next video. Bye.